Hello, it is Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot. This time for the moon in Taurus. This is the last moon before Libra season, is fall equinox, which is everybody's favorite season of the year. That's why it starts halfway through summer. Taurus is the things that make us feel good. So, feel into that. What makes you feel good? Because we are going to, at the very end of this, right before the moon leaves Taurus and heads into Gemini, and we have that fall equinox. We're gonna have a little bit of a minor or is it a grand trine? I don't think it's a grand trine. I think it's only um it's a trine between the moon, sun, Pluto, because they're all in Earth signs. Sun's going to be trining Pluto, moon's going to be trining Pluto, and they're going to trine each other. So I guess that would be a grand trine. Hello, I don't know how to do math, even geometry, even sacred math. All right, sacred geometry, geez. All right, so um, all right, so Grand Trine is going to last briefly, and it will be at the end of this lunation, which would be probably the beginning of the day on the 22nd. But so, back to that epiphanies thing, we're gonna, there's gonna be some epiphanies come through because Taurus, think about this, okay? Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is at home in Libra. And Taurus is all about like the good food, the good drink, the good sex, the good, the things, the projects that you do that make you feel good, the hobbies that you do that make you feel good. And I mean feel good, not just like okay, so let's put it this way, like think about your sacral chakra. Okay. If you're not familiar with sacral chakra, it rules like your reproductive organs, also it's your emotional center, and all of that. But it's the energetic region in the body is around the reproductive area of our body. Okay. And so when you're looking for a one night stand, you're looking for somebody that does things that make you want to have a one night stand. Okay. When you're looking for a long term relationship, however, you're looking for somebody who can consistently do that, not necessarily just, the one night stand things, but somebody who can actually support you in feeling safe, somebody who can support you in feeling secure, somebody who can support you in feeling like you're loved, you're taken care of, all of those things. This also goes back to Mars being in Cancer and nurturing and all of those things, right? And so, and the same thing goes for food, right? Like Oreos give you that like dopamine hit, same with like a one night stand or, the drink you drank, like the alcoholic beverage, right? Those give you like that dopamine hit and you feel good in the moment and you're all relaxed and you're all chill. But as soon as the buzz of all of that wears off, you, how do you feel? Right? You're hungover or like you ate the Oreo, but your body doesn't like sugar and you're like, ugh, you're like lethargic and weighted down, right? Same thing as like the shame or the guilt of the morning after kind of thing. Okay. But when you eat good food and you drink good drink like water or electrolytes or fresh tea or even like fresh squeezed orange juice, something like that. And then let's just say you have like a long-term relationship and you have some real like a whole weekend of hot good sex, right? Okay. I'm saying all this to say like there's a difference between the dopamine hit that makes you feel good in the moment, and then there's the holy shit, I have enjoyed every moment of being with this man, this woman for 40 years. Or I have enjoyed eating carnivorous diet or a vegan diet or whatever for 40 years. It makes my body feel good, my joints feel good, my energy is up, all of those things, right? I'm not criticizing eating Oreos or having a one night stand or drinking a drink. I'm not criticizing any of that. I'm saying Taurus in this situation, this moon in Taurus with the sun, with Pluto, is all about what makes you feel good. And let's put this, because we do have Pluto at 29 Capricorn. Does it make you feel good to focus on who is winning the World Series, who's winning the election? Do you care? Does that make you feel good? Or are you just doing it like vengefully for the opposing team? Like, I hope I don't even know who's in the World Series, to be honest. So excuse me as I pull baseball team names out of my ass. But if the Yankees don't win, I'm going to be pissed. If the Steelers don't win, I'm going to be pissed. Why though? Why though? Meanwhile, if you've worked on a project for 10 years, 20 years, and all of a sudden your book gets published and 50 million people buy your book, or 10,000 people buy your book, or 5 people buy your book, and you're like, oh my God, 5 people love that book as much as I do, and I have been working on it for 20 years. Or you've been sober for a year and you're like, holy shit, look what all I've done in a year of being sober. This is way better than a night of boozing. So when we're talking about Taurus, it's a tortoise. It takes a while. It's a fixed sign. It's slow AF. But when you feel good and can indulge in your hobby, in your project, in your nutrition over a long-term period of time, it's no longer about needing a dopamine hit because you feel so good in your heart, in your soul, that it doesn't matter who the fuck wins World Series, who the fuck wins Super Bowl. It does, none of that shit matters. And every football, baseball, and political fan is going to come after me. And that's cool. That's totally cool. I'm game. I'm game. So feel into that. Feel into that for yourself. There's the dopamine hit, and then there's the long-term feeling good. And I've nurtured that. I nurtured that book. I nurtured that video project. I nurtured that crochet project. I nurtured, even if it's like your Halloween costume. I know a lot of people put lots of, most of the year into putting together their Halloween costume, or your business, or your blog, or your video creation, or you're learning artificial intelligent graphic design. And all of a sudden it clicks and you're like, oh, I got it. Okay. And people love it. And you just created the best thing since sliced bread. So think about that. This Moon in Taurus. Okay, let's see what's up with the tarot. We're all really feeling long term right now because nothing's normally going to happen short term. And as one of my coaches likes to remind me, you cannot fuck up what is meant for you, because that's been one of my things. Like, what if I fuck it up? You can't fuck up what's meant for you. You can't. If you're meant to be a writer, you're going to be a writer. If you're meant to be a videographer, you're going to be a videographer. If you're meant to do astrology, you're going to be doing astrology. And trust me when I tell you from experience of having never wanted to be the astrologer until I was actually an astrologer, and I was like, oh, this is what I do now. When it fits, when it's aligned, you will know. You will just know, because it'll be so effortless. Like, okay, I have to do this now. Yep. Okay. We got, what do we have? Oh, King of Latinum in reverse. Well, I was not expecting that, obviously. King of Latinum in reverse. Um, This is almost like um, the, what is this? Platinum in reverse, like the money manipulation, like um, you create a product and then somebody else figures out how to make it faster so they can sell more and make and sell it for less and make more money. Or mark, or like, what is it? Um, somebody buys something off you for like, $5, but then they sell it on eBay for like 400, $500 and they make a ton of money off of it. That's kind of what this is. This is like, you're gonna, sell it to the lowest bidding offer, but then that person who bought it is gonna sell it for 10 times that amount. Right. And that could be even like your value or your worth. Think about that. Oh, that was a deep one. You're thinking that you're only worthy of a one night stand or an Oreo or a drinky drink, but you're really worth a long-term good partner and a really good nutritionally dense diet and to drink some water or electrolytes or fresh orange juice. Okay, those are just examples, but that's what this is like, where's your self-worth? Are you worthy of love, of someone who values you, of nutrition that actually serves and supports your body versus the opposite of that? I kind of like that. We'll see what else we can get from the Star Trek Tarot. Uh, and the Temperance upright. It's finding balance. I think this is true. I think, everything in moderation, right? So like, yeah, okay, so you eat nutritionally dense most of the time, and then of course there's room for Oreos. Of course there's room for ice cream. Okay, right? Like maybe, you are somebody who can moderately balance only having a drink once a week. Or, maybe you are someone who can have a quickie, but sometimes you need like a long night of good passionate sex, right? So, yeah, I kind of like that, but it's all about balance, right? It's all about balance. You can love your sports team, but not be mad when they don't win, when they don't win the championship, right? You can love your, whatever, but they don't eat, but not be upset when they don't win. I think that's the balance here. Let's see what's up with the Angel Tarot. It's the last time we're doing the Angel Tarot. I don't know what card deck we're gonna get for Libra season. We gotta figure that out. Gonna figure that out. Not figure it out, but it'll align to me. I guarantee you. This is how this works. I don't go picking out a deck out of my collection. I actually just kind of like feel into it, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, ping, oh, it's supposed to be that deck. Okay. Okay. I kind of already have a clue of which one it's gonna be. Because I actually saw somebody use it last week in another video, and I was like, oh, I love that deck. All right, we got the number 7 card. This is Archangel. Oh, this is the Chariot. This is Archangel Metatron, Metatron. Always makes me think of Transformers. Let's see. An important achievement, self-discipline, and willpower. And then we've got public recognition. Okay, well, y'all, to be your own chariot, because you ain't, nobody's coming to save you. No one's coming to save you. You have to have the self-discipline. You have to have the willpower. You have to have the desire, right? To get up earlier, to not be motivated, but be disciplined. There is a difference between motivation and discipline. Many people who are disciplined, probably 75% of the time, are not motivated to do what they're doing. So they're just disciplined and they know that this is the routine. This is most business owners don't want to do the back end office work, but we're disciplined enough to do it because that's what we want to do, right? We want to run our business. So we want to learn how to do spreadsheets, or we want to learn how to work with an accountant so we can get our taxes done, right? It's the same thing. People who want to work out have the discipline to get up and work out. People who want to build, build good joints and good muscle, have the discipline to, eat high protein and less sugar. So that's what this is. And the public achievement part will be like you're just feeling better about yourself, and that paying off for you, right? People will start noticing. People will notice. So I feel like that's what this is, since we're talking about indulgence and this moon in Taurus, like this is a lot of earth energy. It's probably good. It's going to be good for all of us to have a lot of earth energy, because it is very watery out there with Mars and Saturn and Neptune in water signs. And so, yeah, that means that Scorpio season is going to be interesting, because that'll be a ton of water. But anyway, so stay grounded, love the earth, love yourself, appreciate your body, all of those things. And be disciplined. And be disciplined to get up, get out the door, go get your daily walk, be disciplined to, meal prep and do the things you need to do to prep your meals. Invest in good meal prep. I could talk a lot about meal prep containers, because I've used a few, but I like the glass ones the best. They were such a good investment. Anyway, but I could talk about all that stuff forever. So anyway, thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you. All of the usual links are in the usual places. Don't worry, the Aquarius experiment has not gone away. I am working on some back-end stuff for it. You can sign up for my email list below, and that's a way that you can get in on the survey that I'm doing about the Aquarius experiment. So if you are interested in the survey, sign up for my email list, and then you can get access to that survey that I'm working on for the Aquarius experiment. So if you want to support that, you can. You can always buy me a coffee. You can always get a reading with me if you want to know where Pisces Virgo is in your chart, or where Cancer is, so you can tell where Mars is causing stuff, all of the things. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye for now.